Everybody, welcome back to another Girlfriends today. I'm glad everybody's back for another Girlfriends Chit Chat. We are excited about having you here this evening with us because y'all, we're going to have some serious conversation with our phenomenal guest this evening. So you all don't want to miss this fun-filled packed evening. And you know what? We got our girl, Son Sarah. She coming back to what? To do some fashion tea for us tonight as well, y'all. So you don't want to miss this show. So with no further ado, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Amir Bay, and I am the host of Girlfriends Chit Chat Show. So let's go ahead and bring in my other girlfriends for tonight. Where my girl at, Miss Leslie Thomas of She Promotes Network. Come on in, girl.
Hey.
Look at you. Loving that yellow girl. That's your color.
Hey, I'm trying to make it pop. All this melanin, all this pop.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Now let me bring in my other girlfriend for tonight, Miss Shauna Price, the Connection Guru. Where my networker at? There she goes. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all, she feeling herself tonight. She feeling herself. Look, she feeling herself. You see that? She feeling herself. There she goes. So you all want to let y'all know we're going to go ahead and move forward with this phenomenal show tonight, y'all, because we don't want to waste any time tonight. So the young lady that we got coming with us tonight is none other than Miss April Stewart. She is a self-made millionaire and certified financial coach who helps high-achieving women turn their six-figure income into a seven-figure net worth. After purchasing her first home, then losing her job, April found herself in a scary place with no income and minimal savings. Moving forward, April was determined to no longer live check to check. She began to study personal finance, eliminate debt, save, and invest in the stock market. Before she knew it, April had accumulated over $1 million in assets, making her a millionaire in her 30s. April has been featured in many publications as Forbes, Business Insiders, Afrotech, and Bankrate, teaching women how to build $1 million net worth. April uses her money journey to help female professionals go from mediocre to millionaire in their finances. She does this through her Millionaire Money Plan coaching program, speaking engagements, and workshops. Y'all, who ready to make a million? Who ready to make $1 million net worth? Let's go there. So let's go ahead and bring her in. Come on in, April, so we can chat with you tonight.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. We are so happy and excited to have you with us this evening. I always tell people every time we bring somebody new to the platform, they got some nuggets to drop because I got my pen and paper tonight. So I want to catch them nuggets tonight.
Yes. Happy to be here.
Definitely, definitely. But we don't want to waste no time, April, because we want to know something in regards to every time I bring new individuals to the platform, every time. We want to know something in regards to you. What makes April, because a lot of times we're always business owners, we're doing things, we're growing, and we're prospering. But what made you be the individual that you became today?
Well, I would say first and foremost, I am God's beloved daughter. I I'm persistent. I will always find a way, always find a solution. And I think the reason that I am who I am now is because of the way that I was raised around money. Like I wasn't taught about money. I didn't come from money. I didn't come from a family with money. And I knew that I wanted more for myself. So in order to get that, I knew that I had to, for one, learn the lessons from what I saw around me. We can learn from around us in order, what to do. We can also learn what not to do. So I took the lessons of what not to do and learned that if I was going to be something different than what I saw around me, I had to get some knowledge inside of me. So that's why I decided to study personal finance.
Wow. I don't even want to ask questions. I just want her to talk to me. I'm scared.
You're so great. She said you want to talk to you because I think a lot of times our personal finances is where we start. That's the foundational part, I think, of us growing, like you spoke on about family. A lot of us aren't taught money. A lot of us are not taught how to manage our money. So how are you able to build beyond that? So what do you implement and how do you guide individuals into having a strategic plan in their financial life per se and educating them?
So I pretty much I believe that we need the financial foundations across areas. Like there's not just one thing. I think sometimes people may want to pick and choose. Oh, I need this, I don't need that. But you don't realize that it's all the having all the parts in place that really will create the most impact for you. So you need the mindset. You need to know how to budget or maintain a monthly spending plan. You need to know how to deal with debt, know how to save, know how to invest. So I like to teach all of those areas so that you can have a complete financial foundation.
That's awesome. Good. That's good.
I like that you said maintain
yes.
a spending plan, because you know how people hear budget and they cringe. So I really love how you said maintain, because that sounds more like, okay, I can keep this together, right? I think sometimes with budgets we'd be like, okay, at least I'd be tripping out.
Yeah, I think people have misconceptions about budgets. Like people think budgets are restrictive, but like quite honestly, I would say that my budget was like the number one thing, like probably the main thing that ensured my success. Because especially like with me, I became a millionaire using my income alone. So there are different ways, people often focus on becoming like maybe a real estate investor,
right,
or trading stocks, or having this lucrative business, being a business owner. But my path was taking my corporate salary that I was earning, managing it well, maximizing the use of it, then eventually investing it and building wealth that way. So I want people to know that they can take what they already have, the salary that you have, and build wealth from it. So in doing that is really about how you manage your wealth, your top wealth building asset, which is your income.
Right.
And you do that on a monthly basis with your budgeting. Like once I learned how to really budget the right way, do a monthly spending plan the right way.
Right.
That was like the foundation for everything. And to this very day, every single month, I don't live a month of my life without my monthly spending plan. Like that's essential.
That's right. Well, the one key thing that I absolutely love about it, because I handle financial literacy more on the credit restoration side of it. When I got into the industry doing credit repair many years ago, I got into it because I too had poor credit. That's what drove me there. I came from a middle class family. I can't say I was poor by any stretch, but I realized in the fact that my mother and father had money, the knowledge and the understanding of how to manage it so that it can continue to multiply was the bigger issue. So it's not that we never did have it, it's sustaining it was the bigger issue. Right. So now with me going into credit repair, now my focus is I don't want to just have people get repaired credit, because if you don't change their mindset on how to budget and how to spend, then you're always going to need a credit repair consultant. You're always going to need that. So how much education do you feel is necessary with what you do? Yes, we can tell them about a budget. We can tell them about, credit repair, but what mechanisms do you put in place to assist, customers, clients on how to be able to get the financial literacy and maintain it?
Yeah, and that's what I'm all about. Like I want, my clients are primarily women, and I want to empower them, because you're going to have your money for the rest of your life.
Right.
You need to know how to manage your money. You need to know what to do with your money for the rest of your life. So I'm big on teaching them, their financial foundation, like teaching them the habits you need to form around money, that mindset shift, because I want them to feel empowered, like to make money decisions as they go. So like the system, the framework that I teach in my course is what I use. So over the years, whenever anything came up with money, I always had something to go back to, always had something that guided me. And I think a lot of times people, things happen in life and they don't know like, well, what to do. Even if they get like extra money from a bonus, they're like, well, I don't know what to do with it. But if you had like a system or a plan that guided your decisions, you would always know what to go, always know what to go back to. So with every life I've had, I just work the system like over and over. Like it's very important to have that foundation.
Yeah, and especially for women now, I find that women can become more empowered when they know. I know a lot of women that are really stuck in really terrible relationships, interestingly enough, because they have poor, financial habits, not certain how to do that. So they stay stuck. So it's even bigger than money. You know what I'm saying? I used to think, oh my, it's just money, it's just funny. No, it's bigger than that, because everything with your finances affects everything in your life.
Yeah,
everything.
it's freedom, it's security, and like I have, I think I use a different term now, but at a point I did like an IG live on something I call like FU money,
Yeah.
and like you can use that for various things. I forget the term I changed it to, but
Mhm.
you can use it for various things. Like yes, you can use it to like if you ever just want to say peace out to your job or whatever, but then you also can use it so that having that's that cash reserve, those savings, you
Yeah.
can use it for so that you don't have to feel trapped in a bad relationship
Yeah.
or say you're living with roommates that you're in a living situation that you want to be in, like those,
Right.
like having that will allow you to escape or the freedom to free yourself from like situations, undesirable situations.
Exactly. I like that. Real good. Real good. Thank you.
That was good. That was real good. Because I think that's the biggest thing we look at is that we want to be in a place of understanding how do I handle income that comes in that I normally don't have.
Right.
You know, a lot of people get, oh, I paid off my car. And so now, should I continue to use that same money that I paid on my car? Should I apply that somewhere else? Because a lot of people don't even realize that a lot of people implement certain things. And like you said, when you have a plan in hand, you know exactly where I want to delegate what finances.
Mm-hmm.
When I
Right.
don't know, I'm scattered. I could spend that money frivolously when I should have been applying it somewhere else where it could be managed or it could be growing me something that I can use long term. If you look at a long term goal and trying to get a mindset of a female and say, okay, this is what you need to do. How do you untrain me of how I'm used to doing things into how to do things now because I'm
Yeah.
so used to doing what I want to do with my finances. Now you're giving me a strategic plan. How
Mm-hmm.
is it to untrain me? You know, it's almost like deprogramming me and
Yeah.
say, okay, look, I need to get you in a good place.
Right.
What would you do to implement that with me to get me in that good space?
Mhm.
Well, yeah, it's going to
Mhm.
start with so your mindset blocks. Like you need to explore what mindset blocks you have. Like what stories, what's the narrative that you've had around money in the past, and then why. Kind of
Right.
digging into that. So it starts with that, and then I also teach you things like thoughts and behaviors and habits that you should have around money, because a lot of times it can just be that thing that you hear that kind of like makes the light bulb go off or flips the switch for you, and it's like
Right.
aha, like a lot of things we're taught in society as normal, they don't have to be normal. They don't have to be your normal. Just because it's normal for society, accepted for them, doesn't mean that like that's what you have to accept. So a lot of times I think it's challenging like the status quo, challenging what everyone tells you should accept.
Right.
And then I think another, fundamental part I like to start, with in the beginning is setting goals. And it doesn't have to be anything complex or elaborate, but I think like your goals are your North Star.
Right.
They're always going to guide you. They're going to direct your steps. They're going to keep you in line. And for me, having a goal that I'm working on, that directs a lot of times what I do with my money because I know that okay, I'm trying to like for me recently it was transition from my corporate job. So I'm like, okay, I need to be stacking paper. Like I need to be saving
Yeah.
to be able to transition from my job. So I had goals prior to that. I had to reprioritize. I was like, okay, this is the number one goal now. And I'm focusing any surplus income I have. I'm making decisions about spending based on that goals. I think having goals are very key.
Exactly.
I,
Exactly.
I
I
think
like
that's
that.
cool that you mentioned transitioning from your job, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because I want to know where the million mindset derived from, the
Yeah.
millionaire mindset derived from. Where were you when you said, I want to help other women get to this place, right? What was that turning moment for you to say, oh, shoot, I'm a millionaire and I know how to get there. Let me help somebody else. Let me show somebody else. Let me get
Right.
them this good formula.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think it was I think I've always knew like for years that I wanted to eventually work for myself, but I didn't know what I would wanted to do because quite honestly, I ran from personal finance, even though I feel like that's my calling, my purpose for my life. But I
Mhm.
didn't necessarily see that in the beginning. I just thought like, oh, this is common, like this is just what I do, this is what I know.
Right.
And I think a lot of times those things that are natural to us, we take for granted. So when I was thinking about, okay, well, when I become an entrepreneur, like what I want my business to be, like I was just trying to think of all these other things, but like personal
Mhm.
finance kept coming up. And initially I kept running from it because I find that like a lot of times people I was talking to, like, they hear you, they hear what you're saying, but like they don't want to implement it. They don't want to like discipline themselves. They don't want to make sacrifices. They don't want to actually like take the steps.
I
Like,
agree.
look,
They're
I'm not
not your
trying
client. That's why.
I was like, look, I'm not trying to force anybody to do anything. So initially that was my mindset about things. But over time, like just meeting more and more women, talking with more women, like hearing their stories, like how much of like just the basics of understanding how to manage money, just the basics of understanding like how personal finance works, like just saying that, I was like, people need this information.
Right.
So I was like, okay, let me stop running from it. Like, I think this will be the perfect, business when I do go into entrepreneurship. This will be the perfect business for me to pursue. So
Right.
just knowing that like it was really a need for it. And then especially too, like with my community, like our community, having someone that looks like you that you can relate to, like, I'm a young Black woman with natural hair, like people wouldn't look at me as like the face of being a millionaire. So it's like, it's not just them, like it's us too, like it's attainable for you too. So I thought it was important to, really step out there and show myself as an example of what's possible.
Right.
Excellent
Right.
example. So like, I have a piggyback question, right? And that piggyback question is, or I had a piggyback question. um, you're still in corporate, right?
No, I just
You did
actually
leave.
3 weeks out.
Oh God!
Ooh, yes, girl.
Congratulations!
That's where the
I
shine
was
goes.
wondering if you
Yes.
had already transitioned, because my next question really was, knowing that you already hit millionaire status a minute ago, right?
Hmm.
What kept you in corporate?
Um, so, well, okay, so let's let's talk about what a millionaire is. So being a millionaire is, basically your net worth, your assets minus your liabilities. That does not necessarily, and I can break that down, but that does not mean you have $1 million in the bank, like liquid at your disposal.
Right.
So it's my assets, basically my stock investments and
Mhm.
real estate.
Right.
So that's not, I'm not gonna, unplug. I'm not gonna go touch my stock investments. So that's different from income. That's not that I have
Mhm.
$1 million in income.
Right.
So that's money that, I wasn't touching. So I mean, of course, I still need a job. I still need income. And
Mhm.
originally, I wasn't ready to like pursue entrepreneurship, like my business. I just got my LLC in February 2020. So my business is, new. I didn't
Right.
always have, this business. So that was, what my income was. So it wasn't like, I'm rolling in all this dough. I have all this dough that I can just at my disposal.
Right.
So, but I mean, there was, I would say for a year, 2 years now, like just tug on me, like I need to, I need to transition. But I'm not the biggest risk taker, so I'm very like, I can be conservative. So I was like, okay, I felt like I needed certain things in place. I was like, I want this much saved. I want this much income in my business. Like I just kept
Absolutely.
kicking the can down the road until like in June, I think God just really spoke to me and was like, it's time.
Yep.
Mhm.
And, despite me and my humanness, like the way I wanted things to line up, I was like, I just need to be obedient. So,
There you
It's
go.
better to sacrifice.
That's it.
yeah.
For
That's
sure.
it. Now that Sunset said, are there any budgeting apps that you would recommend if somebody's trying to figure it out?
So, I think that there are plenty of them out there, and like
Mhm.
quite honestly, whatever works for you is fine. But every dollar is good. You need a budget. It's a really good one, a really popular one. I think there can be a little bit of a learning curve with that, but once you learn it, people tend to really like it. Or Mint. I would say me personally, I don't even use a budgeting app because I just like the control of. I use a spreadsheet. I'm old school with mine, so
That's
I
all
like
right.
the control, the customize. The ability to customize it. But in my program, I give them, the spreadsheet that I use every month. Because I really another thing too is like before you start using the app, I want people to like get hands on with their money. So I want
Mhm.
you to really like go through everything, like lay everything out, see everything, see how, it moves for a couple of months. And then if you want to automate it and go to a budgeting app, that's what I do with my students. But we start like in the spreadsheet, listing everything out first.
Right.
Some choose to stay with that, some choose to go to a budgeting app. But yeah, those are ones that I would recommend.
Do you recommend to your students to uh while it's still out here to use cash more than swiping their card? Or do you say, okay, hey, here go the benefits of using your cards, the rewards, etc. Leverage your cards, X, Y, and Z, as opposed to using cash.
Oh, and see, it's funny because when you said cards, I wasn't even thinking credit cards because I am debt free. So I am not traditional in the sense of what you hear from most people. So I'm debt free. I don't have any credit cards. I do everything with debit cards. So when you said card, I was thinking debit card.
So
Um,
debit cards too.
yes. So cash in the past, I would have said that, but because I was a cash person, I would get cash out, spend cash. But cash is becoming, the pandemic, like people even
Yep.
stopped accepting
It's
cash.
becoming
Right.
obsolete.
So
Yeah.
I don't really use cash anymore. I use my debit card. But in terms of credit cards, so I don't, ascribe to the whole rewards points and all that because regardless of whether you want to admit it or not,
It keeps you in
swiping
debt.
that affects your purchasing decisions. And
Mm,
so
that's true.
I educate,
That's
them
true.
on it. I educate them on, the subject and, I lay it all out. And then of course, we're adults, we have free will. You make your own decision, but I do give you like, okay, these are the considerations you want to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it can affect your swiping decisions. You're more disconnected from swiping
You don't
a
feel
credit
it.
card versus a debit card versus cash. Like
Right.
Right.
cash,
You
of
don't
course,
feel
is always going to be the best, but that's just
Because when you don't have it, you can't spend it.
right. And I think people
That's
use
true.
credit to extend their means. They use it as an extension of their income. So
Right.
I don't have it. Like I extend what I have. You don't really have it. So like you just need to stop. You need to make other decisions because you don't have it. But people
Right.
don't do that.
Right.
Right.
So even in business, okay, so maybe I'm going far, but this conversation is so interesting to me. I'm gonna just pull back.
Because I think a lot of times we sometimes it does affect your buying decision. Because if I go to the store and I'm shopping and I say, oh, I only got this amount of money in my account, accessible to
Mhm.
me. But
Right.
if I know I have this money over here on this credit card, you're right. It does enhance and it does tell you that it's really a false perception. You
Mhm.
Right.
don't have that money. So it's like, why are you spending something you don't have? And it's
Yeah.
just because that's a normal thing that we've grown to do as
Mhm.
consumers.
Right.
We want to shop, we like to spend. And we
Mhm.
just like the accessibility of having extra money that's really not your money. It's
Mhm.
not within your actual checking account. So that's good that you said that. But let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
A lot of times we find ourselves when we're moving through the part of growing in our finances and growing pretty much in general. What do you do when you say to yourself, I have this amount of money in my account, but at the same time, how do I continue to hold on to what I have and want to expand it? So if I have $10,000 in my account and I really don't want to touch that 10,000, even though it's there, how can I expand what I already currently have and continue to grow in my finances? Because a lot of times we tend to do that. We'll say, well, this is what I'm making. Okay, and then I'm making this account where I have these finances, 10 grand. How can I hold on to that 10 grand but still continually make more on top of that? You follow what I'm saying?
So are you saying make more or save more?
Well, in regards to making money, like I have my savings of $10,000,
Mhm.
okay? And then I'm over here trying to save more. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to save even more. So you know how you don't want to touch, like you said, I don't want to touch what I've already accumulated. Even though I'm a millionaire, I have some that's not, all this is not in my account. So
Mhm.
how do I sustain what I have without tapping into it and want to continue to save? Because you know how we do, we say we got 10, but that ain't really the 10 I want to touch. So I
Right.
want to kind of continue to grow that from 10 to 15, from 15 to 25. How can I do that, but still sustain my lifestyle?
So I think that again, I will point you back to goals. So what are you saving for?
Okay.
It's great. Like if you have something that you're saving for, like knowing the amount. Um, so then you're working towards that goal, like you're stacking up towards that goal. Or if you just, you just want more of a cushion. I mean, it's fine for any reason you want to save, but it's like, okay, I have 10, but I want even more than that. Continue to save. And then you said like while enjoying your life. So that's big. That's something that I'm big on. So I've been posting this week about sacrifice, but sacrifice is not the same as deprivation. So I don't believe in depriving yourself of, quote unquote, living on rice and beans. Like, especially with the women I work with, like, they're like, look, I didn't work this hard to make this money to then go living on like, living like I'm poor, living on rice and
Right.
beans. So
Right.
that's not the goal. Like, I believe in focus intensity. So I believe in having a certain thing you're working on, like just going hard on it, like trying to get that thing like accomplished, whether it's, I have a $10,000 loan I need to pay off. Go hard on that loan, get focused, pay it off. Because that's not, that may not be such a long amount of time. Like say if you're working on medical school loans, I mean, that's going to take a while. So you're going to have to pace that and live your life, while you're doing that. But like if it's something quick that you can focus on and knock out, I would say get really focused, knock it out. But and then you can like let up and live your life. And that was my thing. Like when I first started, like there were certain things I wanted to eliminate my debt. I wanted to build like some cash reserves. I didn't have any of this stuff before. I just started figuring out my money plan. So it's like I want to set up my foundation, and then after I set it up, then I'm free to like let the reins up. I'm free to like enjoy my life.
Right.
So I continued to know, and then I went at my own pace. So I was still reaching other financial goals. But I wasn't like, I let up the reins some. I traveled, I did whatever I wanted to. I lived my
Right.
life. So I believe that it's a mixture. It's times where you're going to
Right.
be focused, and then times where to stay motivated, to sustain yourself, to stay with it. You
Right.
gotta like pace it. You have to enjoy your life along the way. So yeah, I think that's important.
Right.
That's good. That's good to still be able to enjoy your life. Yep. Because that's the main thing you want to do is while you're saving, enjoy it.
Right.
Because I mean, how can you have money you can't enjoy? Some of it you can't live a little bit. So
You
I,
need to
I'm
pay
big on like
yourself.
yeah,
I'm big on like the four. I feel like okay, we have four um, uses for money or four purposes for money. So to give, to spend, to save, and to invest. So we need to be doing all those things. Like we need to be in harmony with like doing all those things, using your money, all those purposes. So yes,
Right.
you need to be spending. And you also need to be giving. So yeah, your money is meant to be enjoyed.
Right. That's
good.
awesome. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, that's
That's
really good because that's very informative. Because I mean, that's the main thing people get caught up in is we ain't trying to live on beans and rice. I want to pay it off. I want to get to a place where I can still live. Hello, Dr. Nicole. I can still live and still function, but also attaining goals. And I think that's the biggest thing is we want to be checking off. I paid off my school loan. Boom. I paid off that car. Boom. And you keep going down the line to the point where you get to a place, like you said earlier. Eventually, I want to be debt free. I
Mm-hmm.
Right.
don't want to have debt. I want to be able to do some things, buy that house I've been wanting to buy for a long time.
Right.
Those are things that you, like you said, you want to have those things that you want to reach for and you want to go for. So I
Right.
think that's really good. That is good.
Right.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I
Yeah,
love it. That's good stuff
I
right
do.
there.
I do. Because I mean, I think we all want to be in that place in our financial, even personal as well as business. You want to be in a place where you can live. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to always be drowning. By the time I'm calling April on the phone, April, I'm drowning. And so
Right.
now I'm trying to crawl out of a rabbit hole I got myself in because I knew, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, we know better. We just don't want to do better. And I think that's our mindset is that we know we're doing wrong. We know we over here sliding that card, we're spending that money, but we know we need to kind of get back on track. You can get
Yeah.
so far gone.
And I think that's like where community support, accountability are really key. And like, having a community of women that you're in, if you're in a coaching program, having a coach, like a lot of times I know for me personally, like, you may know to do things like right now, I'm thinking about hiring a life coach because I feel like my time management is all over the place. Like, I just don't know. I just can't get it together. And it's like, maybe I need a life coach to like just walk me through some time management, hold me accountable. And like, I think sometimes we're in it and we get so in our heads, and it's like, you just need that guide to like,
Yeah.
hey, this is what you need to do. Like, just kind of take your hand and like lead you through it.
Right.
So I think
But that's good. I think that's what we have to look at is that sometimes we have to take accountability for ourselves. Sometimes you're like, look, this ain't working.
Right. Right.
You're doing it. And people say, because you're doing great, you're doing wonderful. But there's things that we all trying to work on.
Right.
I want to be better in certain areas,
Mhm.
and you trying to manage. And time management is huge for everybody. I think that's everybody. Day to day, we trying to manage our day, manage our time. And that's when we have to come into play. We have to hire sometimes to get people to help me because, we try to do it all ourselves.
Yeah.
We really do. And it doesn't really work at all because even with me, my time management sucks a lot of times. But you have to realize I got to get back on track.
Yeah.
I got to refocus. But that's the biggest thing. But that's really good though. And I mean, my thing is, I think you're doing something amazing that a lot of individuals find themselves in that rut of not being able to really manage their money. But at the same time, I'm ready to take it to that whole another level. Like you said on one of your posts, you ready to add more zeros. You ready to add more zeros, and you need to partner them. They need to partner themselves with individuals like you, April, who can get them where they need to be. Because if that's where you are, but they have to be receptive to the skills and the tools. And I think that's where it falls as well. Like you said, I need a life coach. Okay, well, I need a money coach, because I'm not doing it right. And that's an investment I have to make in myself, to get myself there. And I think that's a big, big deal with a lot of individuals is just making that sacrifice and understanding April can do it. I can entrust she going to help me. She going to guide me and give me the tools and skills to get me where I need to be. And I think that is truly, truly amazing. You're doing some great stuff, girl.
Yeah.
You're doing some great stuff out there. You keep doing it now.
Thank you.
That thing about it is, April, you did it for yourself. Now you're gonna teach others to do it for them, do it too. And I think that's where it's valuable, and that's where you are valuable. And people can say, "I did it, so now you can too. Let me show you."
Let's do it.
Yeah, and I think that's great. April, tell everybody how they can connect with you, how they can find you on social media, and say, "Hey, I need April."
I'm on Instagram primarily. That's where I'm most active. So you can find me there at April the Money Coach. That's where I give my daily wealth building tips. And also, I don't know if you guys have like show notes or anything. I can give you the link. You can also find it on my Instagram and my link in my bio. But I have a free Millionaire Money checklist that you can download. It gives you the steps that I took to become a millionaire. It tells you as you're on your wealth building journey, some things you can consider, like, checklist things you can check off, and then also some key considerations to keep in mind as you're building wealth. So, so like I said, I can give the link, or you can find it on my Instagram and my bio. I have a link to my free Millionaire Money checklist.
Good.
Hey, that's what I'm talking
about. It's on Instagram in your bio.
Say it again.
You said it's on Instagram in your bio.
Yes, there's a link.
Okay, so guys, go ahead and log on to Instagram and follow her. Show her some love. Get this download because y'all, we all can get some great tips. I don't care how good you are at your money. There's nothing like getting some extra tips. So get you some good tips. Get to know April. Connect with her on her page. You never know what relationships can be formed there. You never know what's in store. She might just be your person. So
that's right.
Go follow her.
That's amazing. We'll definitely take, like you said, connect, y'all. That's what we're here to connect and get to know individuals. And so, y'all, the show ain't over yet, y'all. We're about to get good tonight. But April, we thank you so much for being with us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Great.
And we got to keep following April. I look forward to following you and find out more good tips and good
tips. I just did.
Thank you.
Show the love, but thank you, April, for being with us this evening. You have a great one.
All right, you too.
Appreciate you. Thank you, April.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
All right, y'all. We about to move it on, y'all. Come on. We ready to get this thing started tonight. Song Sarah is coming to be with us tonight, y'all, because what we going to do? It's all about the fashion tea. I'm excited tonight, y'all. I'm excited. Come on now, because come on in the room, Song Sarah, so we can go ahead. Look at something. Look at her good, y'all. Stop it. Stop it, y'all. We got to stop it.
Was that theme music? I have
You go with the theme music.
Y'all, look at my girl tonight. Yeah, honey.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm
April
done
got some
tonight.
nuggets.
I'm done. Look,
Some nuggets.
look. I'm telling y'all, we got to look. We got to be on the finances, y'all. We got to be on them. We got to be on. But you looking good tonight, son, Sarah.
I know the company that I keep, so I'm just trying to.
Ooh,
Honey,
You know,
you
I'm,
can't.
a
y'all.
mirror, I'm a
And
reflection
just
of the
brought it.
ladies the company that I keep. That is all.
Look, looking beautiful as usual, y'all. She don't have step for nothing. I'm
Absolutely.
trying to
Oh
tell
my
you tonight.
God. I just
Y'all,
want
we
to go
go.
shopping every time she hop on, girl. You can't, you Lord Jesus.
Well, look, April mentioned, she said that, what she call it? I wrote it down. She said that FU money,
Yeah.
and she changed the name to it. So
Yeah.
it doesn't cost a lot. But I mean, but if you budget for some of the things that you want, whether it be a signature item or just something that's seasonal, you can do it. You can do it. You don't have to live with a poverty mindset. You budget
Ooh,
like she was
For
sharing with
sure.
us, and you can have it. And you can have it.
I believe we can have it all, y'all.
You can have
Come
it
on with
all.
it, Sunset tonight, cause y'all we gonna be talking tonight with Sunset, cause I'm ready, y'all.
Yeah.
I need to get this tonight, cause I got to beef up my wardrobe. I got to get it right. Look at
Come
Shauna.
on, bring it. Bring it. Bring it. You
Listen,
see me over here,
I
I'm
already
ready.
got my
Look,
copy.
So look, tonight I'm gonna share with us, as we just came past Labor Day. After Labor Day, there's this thing about not wearing white after Labor Day, and I was like, where does this come from? Because I operate in the mindset of I buy it, I'm gonna wear it. Today is the day, and I am the occasion. So let that sit with you. Today is the day, and you are the occasion. Okay, that's me right there. Them, you shouldn't wear white after Labor Day. This me showing up with
In my
all
see,
way.
the white on. With all of the white on. Yes.
Yes, that's
look,
That was
right.
y'all.
me.
I'm showing up. I'm
That was
showing.
me. So I'm
Listen,
I'm
when
gonna
my
share some
Stacey is
more with
giving
you,
me
but let's
life
talk
in
about
this.
where this came from. So white, the thing about not wearing white really started back in the 1800s, where it was a way to delineate the haves and the have-nots. So
Right.
those that had wore white, and then they could afford to go to warmer climates during the winter, and those that stayed wherever they were had to work. And of course, it's kind of an elitist mindset. If you weren't wearing white or you couldn't afford, pardon me, to go away for vacation and you wore other colors, then you were a have not. The
Oh,
other part of that, it was just practical. But Tasha, you like those?
Yes, Tasha.
oh,
We know. We know Miss Tasha.
The Thanksgiving turkey,
look.
turkey, if you're vegan, right here, I got it.
Yes.
The other thing is, it
Yo,
was very practical. It was very
hello,
practical in the
look.
winter,
Nakia.
in the winter and fall months. It's a little bit dirtier. I mean, it's not just grass, but the grass dies and what have you. So it was a practical, but it was also a way to separate the haves and the have-nots. That's the
Yes,
history of it.
Yes.
We're gonna move forward. So we're gonna
yes.
move forward. And I understand there are some households where you cannot go to your grandmother, great grandmother, or auntie's house and have on white. They will have a fit after Labor Day. But call them into the room because we're gonna free them tonight too. So
I
call
know
them.
that's
Yes,
right.
queen.
Come
Come on.
on.
We're
Come
gonna
on and free
Preparation.
them.
Come
free
on.
them.
Let's
Free
do it.
them.
Yeah. Today is a day, and we are the occasion. So we're gonna wear our white. Okay.
Thank you.
I do have two personal, but in all transparency, I do have two kind of personal things that I do not do. I stay away from white at weddings. That's just me.
Yeah,
I
yes.
don't wear white unless requested by the bride or the party. I do not wear white to weddings. In
Mm-hmm.
the winter months, I stay away from, again, for practical reasons, from your seersuckers and your linens because they're just lighter fabrics. It's not going to keep me warm.
Right.
I can still wear white. I can
Right.
still do it.
Right.
So I'm going to share with you three things. Y'all ready?
We're
I'm
ready.
ready.
Three things to consider when wearing white during the winter. Now,
Okay.
this everything that I'm going to share applies mostly to those places, those geographic locations that have all four seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some listeners that are in our warmer climates, and I mean climates in Florida and Arizona, Texas, or what have you, that may travel north or to
Right.
Uh-huh.
colder climates, and you don't have to get rid of your white. You
Right.
keep your white. You can still wear it. And
Right.
here's how. The first thing is consider which shade of white you're going to wear. There's a spectrum of white.
Mhm.
If you're like me, I get nervous wearing white because I think I'm going to get it dirty. And once I get
Right.
it dirty, I don't want it on anymore. But you have your white, you have your ecru, you have your eggshell, you have your oyster, you have your bone, you have all different shades of white. So consider which one you like best,
Mm-hmm.
and stick with that, or have a mixture of it. I say have a mixture of it, but be careful about pairing it, because if you have a white and like an egg crew, if they're too similar, one could make the other look dingy. And that's
Right.
not the look we're going for, right?
Right.
We don't want to look dingy. So you wanna be careful with that. So the first thing is to choose your white. While I'm going, before I get to number two, I want you start considering these things. What is that item that I have in my closet, or that I want to get, that I want to bring into fall and winter?
Mm.
Is it your white jeans? Is it a maxi skirt? Um, is it some pants? Is it a sweater? Is it a blazer? Those are the things that I want you to start thinking about, with these three things to consider to bring into the fall and winter. So consider your shade of white.
Okay.
The second thing is consider the fabric.
Mm.
Remember, in the summer, we're wearing our seersuckers, our linens. When you're moving into the winter months, you still want to be warm. You want to be fashionable, but you want to be warm, and it needs to be
Right.
practical. So now consider your heavier cottons. Consider, thank you, Benicia. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you. You want to consider your heavier cottons, your wools, your wool blends, your poly blends, like a poly cotton, something that's heavier, but definitely your fabrics could be heavier.
Right.
April learned last year that she could wear your white. Absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you,
Absolutely, April.
I did last year for the first time ever, y'all. I was abiding by the no white after Labor Day.
No,
Listen,
ma'am. I rock
I
my
was doing
white.
it
I
for
love
years.
it.
I was
what's
doing
the
it
we
for
all
flavor you
do.
share
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it
we
came
all
from?
do. We used to. Then I was like, why? But why? And I dug into
I
it.
know.
Somebody else's rules.
Yeah, right. And then
That's true.
it was a rule that was ascribed to others because they felt that they were elite, and we definitely don't want to subscribe to that one, right?
Right.
No.
All
And
right.
we break
So
rules. We breakers.
we break rule breaker. So
Yes.
we have our white. We have our fabric. So we're going to look at the type of fabrics that we're going
Okay.
to do, a heavier fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third thing is your accessories, which,
Mm.
Leslie, I know that's
That's
you.
all day.
Mm. No, that's my.
I
Mm.
know that I know. So your accessories.
Yes.
Now, accessories should be focused in autumnal colors,
Okay.
like I have on. So I say your coffees. So your browns, your
Mm-hmm.
creams, your camels, your rich deep reds, your rich purples, your,
Yeah.
yes, Nakia, your hunter green, everything that's in this turkey that's hanging from my neck.
Yes.
Your greens, your animal prints, your really deep, rich blues, your grays, your
Right.
blushes, your golds. Those are the colors that any of your accessories could come in.
Right.
Now let's think about the accessories: hat,
Mm-hmm.
earrings,
Mm-hmm.
consider makeup,
Yes.
consider hair color,
Yes.
consider your scarves, boots, jackets, purses, anything that can be an accessory. Just pair your white with those autumnal colors, and you can
Mm-hmm.
walk right into the fall and winter.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Three things.
That's nice.
Three things. Y'all ready to see how it can come together?
Yeah,
Yes.
pull it
Let's
together for me.
go.
Let me see
All
it.
right.
Let me see it.
Teach us, honey. Teach us.
So this first look is when you want to bring your denim.
Okay.
So denim is another way, and there's going to be a picture that's going to show up how you can take your denim. So here we are.
Love
You have
that.
your white jeans. You see your denim shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's just simply pairing those rich Merlot, burgundy, wine type
Not
colors, even with
bad.
the lip,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
going about your business. Going
Mm.
about
Right.
your business, right? So this
I
may not
like
be your style. So here's something else I want you to consider as we're going through these looks. Everything may not be your style, but look at it into how can you make it yours. For example, there's a booty here, which is probably about 4 inches. That doesn't have to be a booty. That could be a sneaker. That could be a flat.
Mm-hmm.
We're just talking about the concepts of marrying white with your autumnal colors.
Right.
Right.
So
Right.
What's another way? What's another way we can do it? Let's look at this other way.
sneaker.
Oh yeah, that's me on the.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
You have
Oh,
that
yeah.
white blazer that
Yes.
you rocked it for Easter. You
Yes.
put a belt on it with your slacks. She has on a nice brim, a black. On the other side, she has like a puffer jacket in your creams and your whites, fresh white kicks. Still, your denim and whites, and you can
I
take that
love
on
that.
into.
I like
into
that
your
look.
environments.
That black bag too. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially the bag.
Now, again, if you're a new mom or you have a toddler, that could be a book bag. That can be a backpack. That could be
Yeah.
your basket.
Yeah.
It doesn't
That's
have to
right.
look like this. Make it work for you. All right?
Good.
I love
What's
that.
another way? Let me show you something else that we can do. Those
Ooh,
white jeans.
sweet.
I like that
Yes,
black.
honey.
Now the
Yes,
middle
that one
look-
on the end.
Okay, let's just be honest. I like all of those looks, especially if the boots were flat. But that middle look with that trench is like fire.
Fire.
Everything.
That's right. And them Converse. Oh, and she got Converse on too. Oh yeah.
High top Converse. So that's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah.
Make it yours.
Right.
Make it yours with those white jeans. And you see there's a variance of white and then maybe some kind of ecru or eggshell and the one with the high knee boots.
Yeah.
That can be a cowboy boot. It can be
Wow.
whatever you want. Make
That
it
looks
your
good.
own. Make it your
All these
own.
looks on Sarah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
talk to us in the chat. Let us know which look you like, which look that. Oh yes, ma'am. April, pull out the white
Oh,
blazer.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yes,
Mm.
belt the black. I mean your white one. Hey, Star, that's my cousin Angie, all the way from Ohio. Thank you for joining. Yeah, pull
Me
out
too, Bernicia.
anything.
It's a
Yes.
whole vibe.
I'm loving all of it. But
Me
that
too.
middle one got me sold. That middle one I do like.
She
Mhm.
I
ready.
like the one on the end, the black
With the
blazer
black-
with the
that's
black
it.
belt and the book. Oh, that's it for
Yeah.
me.
So
I
imagine
just
that
really
with
like
just
them
like
all.
some riding boots. That they don't have to be
Yes.
thigh high.
Yes.
High.
Oh
Mm.
yeah. Okay,
So
I'm gonna try that.
also consider when you're wearing your white, you may have to layer because again, you're wearing white.
Right.
So in the middle, she has on her jeans, her Converse. She has
Mhm.
on a turtleneck, a blazer, and then her top coat.
But that's
She's still
neat.
rocking her white jeans. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Look warm.
Oh, I
too.
love.
There's more.
That coat is
There's
nice.
more. Okay.
Oh, come with the
So-
camouflage.
Just maybe it's just me. I love an oversized boyfriend t-shirt
Yep.
Me
or the
too.
dress.
I haven't found the right one yet. I've been looking. Hopefully this winter I'll find it. Hopefully I'll find it.
Don't wait till this winter because now is a good time that if you thrift to go to the thrift stores.
Did y'all hear what she said? Let's say it again. Thrift, y'all. Let's say it again. Yes.
Absolutely. A friend of mine wrote a book, Don't Go Thrifting Without Me. It tells you all kind of A to Z, what to do, how to look for, how to clean it, and everything is on Amazon. Adrienne Young, Don't Go Thrifting Without Me.
I
Right.
thought
So
also
we'll
too.
help that. Yeah. But this is an oversized boyfriend shirt or dress. Pair it with your camel jacket.
I love
With
that
some
camel
sneakers.
jacket.
Make it work for you.
Love it.
Oh my
Make it work
god.
for you. Yeah.
So let me ask you this question.
What you got?
Could you do a camo jacket that's a little bit longer? Because I got the one with the lip on the back.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So again, these looks are simply for inspiration. You could have the crop jacket. You could have a long duster jacket. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Just giving you ideas to just make it work for you. Make it work.
And your hat would have gone real good with the camo jacket, the nice boots, and the oversized shirt. Oh God, yeah.
Absolutely.
See?
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's something else we can show them? Here's something else. So that we've done the white jeans, we've done the oversized boyfriend shirt. What else might we want to do? So you may want, remember we talked about those autumnal colors. So here's kind of your army, your muted green, your hunter green type. And you have like a snake print boot on the lighter side with a cream sweater. Go to work. Go somewhere.
Go to work.
Like that.
Yeah.
What size heel is that? What? How many inches is that?
That's probably a 2.5, 3 inch.
I can wear it.
It could be a flat. So it doesn't have to be a neutral. It can be a flat. It can be a sneaker.
It can be a sneaker. I can definitely
Animal
see
print
it.
is a
Yes,
neutral.
Yeah,
Animal
I
print is
like
a
that.
neutral.
I
There you
like
go.
it.
All right.
I
What else?
like it.
I'm so
How else can we
excited.
wear our white? Let's bring our whites and creams and a cruise into the winter. What else could we do?
Mm.
What
No,
we do?
So
Ooh,
this is
The scarf. I'm sold.
I'm the
That
scarf.
scarf.
That's me right
Oh, and the
there.
hat that's tilted up on the side. That's like in those, what is it, y'all? The jungle. You always see them in the jungle movies all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
so
Yeah.
this look we call monochromatic. Usually one may think monochromatic is all the same color. Monochromatic is colors in the same family. So as you see here, she has a like a lighter pant on with a brighter jacket, but it all goes. It doesn't clash. It doesn't make anything look dingy.
Right.
This is how you can rock a monochromatic look with your white shirt, button down shirt, with your white puffer
Yeah.
jacket.
That's
What have
nice.
you?
I
What
love
have
it.
you?
Love it.
I always
Yeah.
thought monochromatic was like all one color but different shades. But this is like so interesting.
Yeah.
No,
So it's
that's
all the
sweet.
same color, or you're right, all the same color, different shades. Yep.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
like
Or
that.
blended leather neutrals. What
I
else?
Mm.
like that.
Woo!
Ooh, we
Yes.
yes,
That
that's me
boots
right there,
all day,
sis.
honey.
Listen,
Mm.
the chicks down
Yes,
here in the
Venetia.
corner,
Look, I'm already there. Yes.
we done went so
Yes,
Mm.
Tasha, animal print is a neutral. You compare with
Lord, I
anything.
love that.
Look.
Here, something that's classic during the winter months is your colors that are in your cognac. This boot,
Yeah.
that purse, her jacket. Take this and wear it into the office, your school teacher, whatever your profession is,
Yes.
this would more than likely be
oh,
applicable.
you can wear
Yeah, I love boots. That's me right there.
Yeah.
look cognac.
Mm.
Melissa, see this chick
Okay,
right
I
here with
like
the
the
blue
left
hat on?
one.
Yes, I agree with you. But that middle one talking. I
Yeah.
ain't lying.
I don't
That
know. Like I'm feeling. I guess because I'm so sneaker now, I don't have really much of a choice. The girl with this trench on and these blue are these high waisted pants
They
and
can be. They don't have
yeah.
to be.
this
That's
brim she
nice.
got on is speaking all kinds of language. I just want to cut my hair off and wear a hat.
That's it.
See, and the only thing
Go
is,
ahead, do your hat collection. Do your hat
I
collection.
like the one on the right, but the way my cellulite set up, I can't do that one on the right.
This chick put her cellular.
Ma'am, put you on some tights that
Okay.
will match the booty so this will
Yeah.
still elongate your leg and go
Yes.
on about your business.
Go
Yeah, because
about your
you know,
business, boo.
Yeah.
but you
So
know
this
what?
is if you have a white coat. If you have a white coat, throw it
Yes.
on. Throw
Yes.
it on.
You know
I
what?
know, Benicia. That pop color girl. That pop collar girl. Yes, ma'am. That thing
Yes.
is
I'm a
talking to
pop
her.
collar too. I'll
Listen,
pop this
I've
bad
Oh,
boy
always
in
been
a
a fan
minute.
of popping your collar. Yes, Tasha, I would love
Good.
Yes.
April, you're doing it right. That's right. You wear animal print. It is a neutral. It will set
Yeah.
off and it just
yes,
and
indeed.
also look now in the middle, another accessory. I said your hat could be anything. I like brims. I'm also looking over here. I have berets. I
Right.
have ball caps. It can be anything. But
Yes.
you also want to consider your leather. Those leather kind of rider gloves that she has
Yeah.
on. Just let
it.
it go ahead
Padded
on.
flat,
Accessorize it. Yes.
Mm.
Wow. Oh
accessories.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
ready now.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Woo!
come.
Girl,
All of it.
the girl in this first picture with and listen, this picture so hot. This jacket is so fire. I will
Yeah.
wear the heels and feel the pain. But I don't give a damn. The look is
You hear what I'm
stunning.
saying?
Okay, I'll go through all
But
the pain.
look, it
Oh
doesn't
my
have to be
God.
painful. It
I
doesn't
know, but
have
I'm
to be
willing to
painful.
this time, Sunseer.
You
That
will.
look is
You'll
everything.
sacrifice. Now, if you're gonna put the heel on, you got to commit to the heel.
Yeah.
I'll commit.
Yeah.
I'll commit in a funny way, but it's gonna be a commit.
Okay. But
Yeah.
I
you
might
can
Yeah.
put
put
Yeah.
on
that
you can
this
put on a
commit.
flat that has maybe some either just a neutral flat or a flat that has some sequin in it.
At
You
all,
just
Benicia.
she have
You better say it.
conductor cap on. So
I would
with
love
your white, don't forget to add your leather or your faux leather
Mm-hmm.
or your fur or faux fur. Put it on and go about your business.
That's so
Yes.
Come
saucy.
on now, Sarah. You just done dropped them nuggets. Ooh, I can't wait.
I'm ready for the next one,
Now,
bro.
look at Shauna. Shauna fell in love.
Listen, y'all. I am not a couple weeks ago, I went to wedding and put the outfit together. I thought I was the toughest chick on the face of the earth because that's not my calling.
Right.
But I love clothes and I love like fire looks.
Yeah.
I just need to know how to put
Them
them
looks is fire. I'm sorry, y'all. Them looks is
See,
Wrong.
listen, a good
look,
fire.
look,
I mean, she can change.
look what she did. See, look, y'all.
Did all of that. You hear
Oh,
what
you
I'm
ain't.
saying?
Oh,
Yes.
y'all, look,
She
y'all.
I walk
You
in like
see
I'm
what
the
she
baddest
just
thing in the
did?
room.
Y'all, do you see the gray is in the earrings? And
All
then
of
she
it.
put a fur shawl across her shoulder with that white foot.
It's
Y'all,
that green. It's that rich green with the green cap. It
Brim,
pulls
yeah.
out. I still have
y'all, that is,
a white sweater.
y'all.
Let me ask you a
Mm.
question. Are your earrings heavy?
Not at all. They are
No, they
feather
don't
like.
look
They're
heavy.
feathers. They are
That's
feather
maybe
light.
not heavy. The post part could be heavy. Are they're not heavy though.
Not at all.
Oh,
Not at all. I could be
Looks so
if they
good.
weren't so long, I wouldn't even feel them.
See there?
Barely.
I
That
like that.
looks
Sexy,
good.
sophisticated, but yet
I
chic. I love all of
love it.
that.
Y'all see how Sunset, y'all, Sunset done dropped them nuggets tonight, y'all.
Yeah.
Listen, a wealth of knowledge when it comes to y'all. I can remember. Can I go here for a second? I can remember when we used to work. I used to work at Wells. So Sarah was my mentor at one point at Wells. She would show up, and I remember she came in there one day. This dress had to be blue. Yeah, like what you see is really how it really is. I think that's what I love so much about the authenticity that comes with her. And
Yeah.
listen, when I tell you, I was like, "Where'd you get this dress?" She was like, "Oh, I got it at Walmart."
Yep.
Yes, that's where I get
When
my
I said
Y'all
the
stuff.
got
dress
to
was
see
so
this thing, you be
fire,
I'm telling
when
you,
I
it
said it
doesn't
was so
cost a
fire,
lot. It does not cost a lot for you to create the look that you want. So again, take that FU money that
Yes.
April told us about, or thrifting is good, or it doesn't have to cost a lot. When you put it together,
Yeah.
I promise you I got all of this from Amazon.
Yeah.
All of this from Amazon and looking like $1 million, but I didn't
I'm
That's
spend
right.
struggling
$7
with
for it.
Amazon.
y'all hear that? It don't cost much.
It doesn't have
No.
Don't
to.
cost. You ain't got to go out here and get name brand, y'all. You can look like $1 million. It could
Mm.
be
I want to be
Walmart,
Amazon.
Amazon, thrift store. You don't know where it came from. All you know is, girl, I love that outfit you rocking.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
look, then nobody's going to see the name brand anyway, but what they are going to see is you.
Right.
That's
How
right.
are you representing
Yeah.
you?
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
better
rock
know
it.
it. Hey, Sarah, let everybody know how they can, because y'all, this sister right here is Grace Under Pressure, y'all. She is everything. Tell everybody how they can connect with you, Sarah.
Yeah, so link up with me for more ideas or what have you, or if you want more on a personal level. So on Instagram, Grace Under Pressure 3 or Grace underscore pressure 3, or on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Grace Under Pressure Style Consulting. So
See, y'all, go check her out.
yeah,
Check
we'd
her out,
love to
girl.
have you.
She a part of the team, y'all. Sarah gonna be coming in all the time, y'all. You gonna look. We gotta keep it. We gotta keep it tight, y'all. She gonna keep us on our A game on this platform.
Look, I'm
She
ready.
gotta keep us on our A game, y'all. But I thank everybody for being a part of Girlfriends Chit Chat tonight. It was a wonderful show. Thank you for being a part. You can catch us tomorrow night on Hindsight Media Radio Station 103.5. You can also catch us out, y'all. So many outlets. You can catch us on Facebook. Go out there and connect with us, y'all. We are so excited about everybody that comes in. Y'all, come on in and get to know us a little bit more here on Girlfriends Chit Chat Show. We air
Yes.
every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you here again next Friday, same time, y'all. You all have a wonderful Friday night. Good night.
Good night.